Yes.
The issue of Deborah is remain fresh in our minds, where the College of Education student in Sokoto was murdered for alleged blasphemy. Sokoto is becoming notorious with this recent one, and I think the government need to wake up to their responsibility. Like when that Deborah issue happened, we advised that scholars, preachers, Christians and Muslims should be mild in their preaching. Know the way you convey this message, the way Mustafa is saying, that you don't appeal, you don't do your, you don't make your appeal through a prophet, but directly to God. So this kind of lessons should be taught appropriately. And this issue of mob action, it is due to large percentage of illiteracy, Amechi. If the persons are aware, they are educated, know that this, if you touch somebody, you are in for it. I don't think they'll go with this mob action of killing somebody. Killing is an offense. Murder is an offense. Even if he's committing suicide, it's an offense. So what happens to these guys? Is there any CCTV camera to capture the number of persons? Or even if there are no CCTV camera, if they are captured,
they know who started that crisis before the outsiders joined them.
Videos are everywhere.
So, and the problem now is that with the journalists that want to follow up this development be free to follow up. That is another problem.
The thing is that
we don't be free to follow up the development.
Sokoto State, the last time I checked, and the last figure that was issued out is the poorest state in Nigeria. And that was when Tambuwal was planning to run for the presidency. I said, what did you achieve in Sokoto? You led that state into the inglorious state of being the poorest in the country. And you want to replicate it to Nigeria? Now, when you have a population that is largely poor, illiterate and all that, this is what you get. But if we want to build a society, we have to be fair. We have to be just. The truth is that the security agencies, even when they arrest these perpetrators, they will threaten them, they will release them. You take them to court, they will finally prosecute, they will release them. They won't prosecute it. It ends there. But the danger is that if we continue to tolerate this, it will continue to, impunity will reinforce itself till the child of a big man is involved before they will realize that we are not shouting here for nothing. That even under the Sharia law, there's a process to be followed. All we are asking, the guy that was killed is a Muslim, I guess.
He was a Muslim, and even the...
So, subject him to, give him trial to defend himself.
The thing is simple. He was telling her, okay, don't say don't Anabi, don't say for the sake of the prophet, say don't Allah, say because if you are pleading, say because of Allah. And guess what? Even the English common law got some of its civil and criminal procedures through the Islamic Sharia law. Even this judicial precedent and whatever, they copy from the Islamic law. The Sharia processes are very, very comprehensive.
They copy from the religious books, not only from the Sharia, from religious books.
Let me finish. What we are saying, it has nothing to do with ideology. If you look at the Boko Haram crisis, they have PhD holders, lawyers, engineers, medical doctors as members. But you see, when you have this extremist ideology, it overshadows your education, your reasoning, it puts aside everything. So, but if there's a drastic measure from the government, you know that it will send a very serious...
What do you mean by drastic measure? What do you mean?
No,
arrest, prosecution, conviction for murder.
Bring them to book. But if you fail that, we can assure you, we can guarantee you that it will happen again. Because like I said, impunity reinforces itself when you don't go after it to nip it in the bud. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll come back tomorrow with another edition. On behalf of the crew, enjoy your day. My name is